It's time for the old FatAstro to get a major electrical update. So, just want to show you a little bit of what I've done today. So, we're going to start out right over here. This is going to act like our shore power. Typically, it would come from a campground or a house or just any other outdoor outlet. And this right here will be mounted to the side of the van. So for today's purposes, there's your shore power. So first of all, we have this cord going to a DC to DC charger that charges a lithium battery. So you come over here, you'll see a connector on our battery box right here. Battery box also comes equipped with a couple of the USB plugs. Turn that on separately right here. That is running to something that we'll talk about later, and then it's also run directly to a 700 watt Renogy pure sine wave inverter. And the inverter, I chose this one. Probably could have gone a little bit more wattage, but I'm really never gonna use a washing machine or dryer inside the van, so this 700 watts should get everything I need to get done. I chose this one in particular because it has a two-way switch here, which allows for a remote switch, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. It has two 110 outlets, just like your house, and that's going to run through this cord for a remote plug here with two standard house outlets and two USB plugs. There's also a USB on the front here if needed. It is, again, direct wired, dual fan, so that comes back to the battery. Alright, now back to the battery going directly into this power box, which is basically the brains and the hub of the entire system here. First of all, we have our main shutoff, and that can turn all the power off in one place. It can also do a single battery, a secondary battery, or you can run both at the same time, and that just ups your amount of time that you have with battery. 12 volt from, I believe this battery is 100 watt hours. You could go up to 200 or whatever you plug in. I just have one battery right now though. Down to these two Anderson plugs here. These are just spare plug-ins. They can be wired in or out depending on how you need to use them. You can use it for solar, or another alternative to shore power. Go ahead and turn the one battery on, and you'll see that we read voltage here. So this shows us where we're at. Typically, when it's full, it'll read around 14 volts. When it's dead, it gets below 12. Next to that, you'll see we have three cigarette-style plugs. So there's three of those here, and then this fourth one, I opted to do a couple more USB for charging phones or the GoPro or whatever takes USB. Alright, right above that we have some powered switches. So 5 of those here. I got some 12 volt lights that I'll probably split up into 2 different circuits. I can run maybe an outdoor light, whatever else I need to there. I may even split one of these to run this here 12 volt because this will be my refrigerator. Right above here is what I was talking about earlier. There's a remote switch because the Renogy inverter will be stored somewhere else in the van, so it's out of the way, not taking up valuable space where I need it. So this basically, it's a telephone cord, runs into the hub here, and you'll see by flipping this on, we get power back here. So it's a nice little feature there. And of course, you know, I bought the box off of Amazon, and it came with some of the stuff already, but I've added I've cut a hole out to put this here, I've cut this out here, I've rewired this here, and I'll show you something else there in a second. All your switches here run through these fuses, so everything is protected. On the inside, everything is also, these are all fused separately, and that helps, you know, save your van in case of, you know, an overload coming into, you know, I don't know, a power spike from something. But anyway, that's basically my power system there, all laid out on a table. And as I was saying before, this one right here will be an alternative. And basically, I have a 100-watt solar and a Jackery power station here. The Jackery is nice to have because it can act as a solar generator. You can plug your solar panels. I got a 100-watt solar panel, and it can go directly there. You can also carry this with you. It shows right here, it shows wattage in, wattage out. Currently we are 100% charged. But a very, very nice product there. I love Jackery stuff. I love Renogy stuff. And I can, you know, if you need it, I can post a link to all this stuff down in the comments. The one last thing is what I'll probably use this for, and I can also do this by running it through the shore power connection that will be on the outside of the van. But I can also plug it in here as well, depending on what's going on, where I'm at. But I have a propane generator down here that I can run pretty much everything I need to, 2,000 watt. It also has separate plugs and everything on the front, so I could use a generator by itself. And it does run off of dual fuel, so propane or gas. It's a nice feature to have. But that's it. This is going to go in the van, and I'll have some more video and pictures when it gets installed. So this will be nice, a very nice upgrade, and have everything in one place, so I don't have to search all over if I have a fault somewhere. So that's it. Y'all have a good one.